CW. He's got a 22 long rifle Ruger 1022 challenge he kind of tossed out to the creators and viewers on YouTube covering their 1022s. So this actually is one my dad picked up in the early 80s. It's your standard wood stock, plastic barrel band, open sights. They did come drilled and tapped if you wanted to throw a rail or optics on it, but we never did. This one's just kind of been your run-of-the-mill factory Ruger 1022. Plastic butt stock on it. I believe the older ones actually came with a metal butt plate. Short magazine release on this one, so it doesn't really extend. Your typical cross bolt safety, and it does have the funky little, try to manipulate this one-handed if you can, bolt catch. But it's been a pretty decent little tool to have laying around the house. Clean up those woodchucks and other varmints that need to be dealt with. So that was my first exposure to Ruger's semi-automatic. So as I matured into an adult, I decided, hey, let's buy my own 22. Well, I ended up with this one, which was also a Ruger, but it was a bolt action. A Model 77 22, but in 22 Hornet. So it didn't take very long to figure out that rabbit hunting and squirrel hunting with this platform was a deal breaker, as it is more for varmint extinguishing versus collecting food. So, original 22. Now, we step forward a little bit to a 50th anniversary edition with the bright pink Hogue overmolded stock. No barrel band on this one. Open sights. Typical fold down leaf. Also drilled and tapped. This one never got a scope. They started making the magazine releases a little bit longer, easier to manipulate. And the same bolt release on this one. Always seems to... There you go. And they did include a little 50th anniversary engraving on the bolt to tell people that you paid just a little bit more money for the same platform. Nice little Ruger medallion at the end of the pistol grip. Same cross bolt safety. Same platform as all of the other Rugers, so if you wanted to take your basic woodstock Ruger, pick up a aftermarket stock, piece of cake, couple of screws, a few more minutes, you've got things converted over. So as my daughters were getting older, as they went through hunter safety classes and got into some of the shooting sports, we picked up the pink rifle, and I'll still occasionally bring this out for a hunter education class. If any of the girls want to shoot a pink rifle just because it's pink, I have one. Speaking of hunter safety, this is one I set up for teaching hunter safety classes. So it is a Ruger 1022 with an aftermarket stock on it. So this totally free floats the barrel. It has a pistol grip, and it does have a collapsible stock. So we can adjust this for length of pull. So some of the younger shooters whose arms haven't quite grown into maturity yet, we can properly fit the firearm to their stature. This one has a rail on the top. It also came factory with some aperture sights and a hooded, not so much hooded, but a little protected front cover or front sight. So tossed on a UTG Bug Blaster. It's got illuminated crosshairs on this thing. Quick attach scope mount. Also UTG. Again, extended magazine release. It's got the same bolt release lever here. And this actually is the second edition collector series that Ruger came out with. Did a little laser engraving on the bolt, again, to tell people you paid more money for it than you really should have. It did have the factory rear sight, the factory rail, and the front sight, all included from the factory. Originally, this gun came equipped like this gun. Original with a gray composite stock, adjustable riser comb, and buttstock. So you could go with the tall cheek riser if you had optics. You could also go with a low profile or a short version or the long version. So again, this is the collector's edition second series. Yeah, I bought two of them. This one kept the factory stock on it, tossed on a Diamondback Vortec 4-16 with a quick attach-detach scope mount. Same setup, cross bolt safety, standard extended magazine release on these things now. They did do a little red crest here with the Ruger logo on it, and threw in an aftermarket rail assembly here for the front swivel stud so that we could toss on a bipod if we wanted to. But one more look, you could dress your factory Ruger up with a little bit of effort and some aftermarket parts and make it look completely different. I've got one left that's also a Ruger 22 that takes the same Ruger 22 magazines, and that was one I'd picked up and surprised my daughter with for her birthday. And we'll show that one next. This is the Ruger American Series bolt action. So again, takes the same 1022 rotary magazines. They set this one up with a little fiber optic sight in the front. Has the same flip down folding leaf sight in the rear. Your traditional 22 style grooves cut in the top of the receiver. A bolt action an adjustable trigger. It's got the similar magazine release as your 1022. This one I sent out and had hydro dipped. So we got this blue raindrop looking pattern on it. And takes the same stock inserts as the gray stocked 1022. So a quick overview of what I've got for Ruger so far. Yeah, a pile of them, I suppose. There's a Ruger. Wood Ruger. Plastic Rugers. Rubber Rugers. Fun tools that are customizable so you can match it to your style. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the challenge, CW. Get out on the range. Stay safe. Have a good one.